Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the amendment by Senator Dulo. I think this amendment originates from the spirit, the letter, and the principle of Constitutional 2010. Mr. Speaker, no Kenyan, be it elected or not elected, should be denied the sacrosanct right to associate with anybody, Mr. Speaker. I think the era of Kipande system that happened during pre- and colonial times should not be allowed. Article 38 on political rights, everybody has a right to associate, not only at the given specific timeline, but within even a short time, Mr. Speaker. We know the politics of the country and parties change even within a week, within a year, within 5 years, 2 years, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, is it that same spirit that every member of this House, and you know we are the House of Union, Mr. Speaker, today I was having a conversation with some of the working groups in this country, and they was telling me the credibility of the Senate as the upper house of Parliament of the Republic of Kenya is in high all time, Mr. Speaker. And therefore I want to support Senator Dulo with this amendment that they should be allowed to individually, any member of the Senate, whether you are elected through Azimio, through Kenya Kwanza, through Jubilee, you have a right, Mr. Speaker, to be part of the participation, Mr. Speaker. Even the deputy party leader of Democratic People's Party, Dr. Alex Munyi Mundigi, Mr. Speaker, should be given the right of freedom of association and political rights as envisaged in the Constitution, Mr. Speaker. So the upshot of this amendment will allow the ease of running even committees, Mr. Speaker. Because at the end of the day, no senator, Mr. Speaker, with the freedom of association, political rights, and in the spirit of Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya, no senator should feel lesser simply because they come from either minority or majority. Every member of the Senate, Mr. Speaker, and I hope the nominated specially elected senators are listening to this, including Professor Kamar, should feel that they are part of the decision makings of the committees and plenary sessions in this House, Mr. Speaker. I have heard what Senator Orwaba has said on the decisions of the Senate as per Article 123. Mr. Speaker, I'm bringing a constitutional amendment bill. I hope Senator Orwaba, during when I bring that amendment, should include, because I propose under Article 123 of the Constitution to amend, Mr. Speaker, so that the decisions of the Senate, Mr. Speaker, can you protect me from Senator Methu is moving my notes to distract me, Mr. Speaker, but tunasema Ashindwe. Mr. Speaker, what we are saying in short, in an upshot, is these decisions can be made, Mr. Speaker. With those very, very many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I beg to support and allow this, we move to other agenda of the day, Mr. Speaker. I support.
Now, honorable senators, there being no other senator wishing to contribute on the proposed amendments, and pursuant to Standing Order 97 1(2)(c), where the mover has no has no right to reply, I will proceed to straight away put the question, which is that the motion be amended in paragraph 1 by inserting the following words immediately after the words report, subject to deletion of the words not in a coalition with another party appearing in the proposed amendments to Standing Order number 2 on page 33 of the report. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Now, honorable senators, I will have now to again propose the question as amended, so that debate will ensue on the motion in the amended form. So I will now proceed to put the question as amended. That pursuant to Standing Orders 267, 268, and 270, the Senate approves the second report of the Procedure and Rules Committee on the review of the Standing Orders of the Senate laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 22nd May 2024, and that pursuant to the provisions of Article 124(1) of the Constitution and the Standing Orders 270 and 272. 1. Resolved to amend its standing orders as contained in Annex 1 of the report, subject to deletion of the words "not in a coalition with another party," appearing in the proposed amendment to the Standing Order number 2 on page 33 of the report. And second, orders that the amendments to the standing orders as contained in Annex 1 to the report come into effect on the 25th of June 2024. Honorable Senators, you may proceed to debate the motion as amended. There being no senator wishing to make an intervention, honorable senators, I will now proceed to put the question, which is that pursuant to Standing Orders 267, 268, and 270, and the Senate approved the report, the second report of the Procedure and Rules Committee on the review of the Standing Orders of the Senate, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 22nd May 2024, and that pursuant to the provisions of Article 2 of Article 124, 1 of the Constitution and Standing Orders 270 and 272, 1, resolved to amend its standing orders as contained in Annex 1 of the report, subject to deletion of the words "not in a coalition with another party," appearing in the proposed amendment to Standing Order number 2 on page 33 of the report. And second, orders that the amendments to the standing orders as contained in Annex 1 to the report come into effect on the 25th of June 2024. Will as many as of this opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.